Okay, the live stream should excuse me. Live stream should be starting up soon. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's up. Boop boop. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, I've got to pull up a web browser. Oh, great of me. Pull that up. Which is going good. YouTube go live. Get shareable link. Edit. Get the thumbnail up to date. Go thumbnails up to date. That don't need there. Oh, God. Which other not DMs, which general spam message and stream edit. Oh, Rumble description something. Stream appears to be going good. Like all the streams are going good. Give me the time to check my other computer. Looks like it's going good on the other screen as well. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, it looks like a little bit laggy. Here, let me disable the preview. As it says, I was dropping some frames. Alright, am I dropping frames? Doesn't appear to be, so let's see if I drop more frames when I open up a replay. Let's just do some 1v1s, I'm gonna do some 2v2s. I think everything is good to go now. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Chaos Lord, we have Pax. Spawn on the south side as the Brother Captain, we have a funny man to you. Got pretty standard build openers. We do have, looks like strike squads into versus the Chaos Marines. Pretty standard for both sides. Various forces, of course, carrying for requisition point there and power point there, going for balanced approach. Well, we do got requisition power point as well. Not going for aggressive power either. I suppose on this map, it's hard to tell based on the mini map because the 4K just makes it really small. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, most of the sectors are in the middle of the map here. You got the two safe requisition, safe power for both sides. But everything else is on the line in the center of the map. Requisition point not being captured on up by the Chaos Marines there. We got the Brother Captain now charging on forward. Trying to get some damage there onto these Chaos Marines. Does get some strikes there. Over here, we do now have the Chaos Marines being forced, or Chaos Heretics being forced back. The strike squad did not take time to detonate one of the models there. Chaos Marines still seem to fire there. Chaos Lord is trying to get some damage on in. Both of them have a decent sidearm, which really is a primary weapon for most subclasses, for most models in the game. First power generator now upon the field. He's got it for a second Heretic squad and got a second Inquisitor Stormtrooper. Try to slice apart the generator. He will not make it very far through it. And now the Brother Captains will see quite a bit of damage now. Brother Captain's now falling on back. Got the ritual here to allow these forces to charge forward a little bit faster. Having two squads charge forward like that is better than having just one squad charge forward. Do not got the Inquisitor Stormtrooper releasing fire from the Chaos Marines. But both of them are behind the heavy though. They've got the sergeant upgrade on this one, so he has access to his various grenade abilities there. Chaos Heretics do not get detonated one of their models there. They do detonate one of the models now. Chaos Marines soft trading away. I think it may have misclicked it there because it looked like Chaos Marines were charging forward, but the Chaos Heretics are falling back or soft trade away. Grenade was down, knocking back the Chaos Marines there. Chaos Lord now trying to gauge the Crystal Stormtroopers. Chaos Marines now falling back as well. Strike Squad has seen a bit of fire there. Now got the Crystal Stormtroopers doing quite a bit of damage there from the Chaos Lord. And I hear some generators going down. Got 2 generators now being pulled out over here. We've already got the 3rd generator being pulled out for the Chaos Lord. Let's get his special strike there onto the onto the strike squad there. Chaos Lord's falling back, receiving lots of melee damage. Down to 50 health, 40 health, 30 health, 20 health, 10, 4, 0. A little bit stuck around a little bit too long there. Chaos Marine's not fully healed on up. Over here, Chaos Heretics are now eyeing for that requisition point. Great field control coming out from mostly both sides, relatively even. And the Strike Squad seeing a bit too much damage there. Strike Squad may drop 2 models and goes down, blows up the last model there to wipe out the Strike Squad. A big loss there. He may lose a Heretic Squad with that, but then there's another model there. And does not get the attack. Oh wait, it does actually die over time there. You got the Psychic Lash ability there, which reduces speed by 70% and suffers damage over time. That was the ability that was cast there. It does not let him get a Heretic Squad there, but taking the Strike Squad is a massive blow. That Heretic did have Aspiring Champion upgraded, which is, so it is a bit of a loss. And with the Chaos Lord going down, now respawn there, the loss is relatively even. But losing that Strike Squad, it's pretty big. Chaos Lord's now, the cost of getting back up is also means redeployed. And overall, the composition is simply better right now with the Chaos Lord versus the Brother Captain. Does even take out 2. I'm not sure there was a 3rd generator there, but it does at least take out 1. 1 is remaining. I'm not sure there was a 3rd. You now have an interception squad now being put on the field. That is the teleporting melee infantry unit for the Brother Captain, or should I say, for the Grey Knights. Because the Stormtroopers is advancing forward. Does throw a decent grenade there onto the Chaos Marines. And now the Brother Captain's charging forward. Does lose 1 model there of the Chaos Marine squad. And the Chaos Lord's going to be trying to decapture some requisition.
That victory point is lost.
Going for the VP now. The VP numbers are very similar and getting more similar. And of course, the Brother Captain does force back the Chaos Lord, who are just trying to decapture himself a point. It does spot the Interception Squad now, which is an important thing to note. Tier 2 now being researched by the Chaos Lord. Going for either a Blood Crusher or Bloodletters wouldn't be half bad. It could also allow him to upgrade the Chaos Marine squad into Chain Axes, which against the Interception Squad it won't be that great, but against the Inquisitor Stormtroopers could be pretty good. Does use Psychic Lash ability there, get a kill onto that Chaos Marine. Now got the Heretic Squad receiving a bit of fire there. With the Chaos Lord now going for tier 2, the ball will be in his court for some momentum swing.
You give ground to the enemy.
He queued up something. I do not see any upgrades on any of these squads there. So whatever he queued up, it is a unit. I'm guessing Bloodletters.
Acquisition point.
And Blood Crusher, actual wow. Which also means it has to be countered by his opponent. Because technically it's a vehicle, maybe technically also classed as heavy infantry. It will need to be, his opponent will need to apply a dedicated counter to that, or get some sort of weapon to engage it. The Interception Squad does teleport forward, trying to get the Chaos Marine Squad. Does slice one of the models there, but looks like the other one will stay alive. Does have a model there, tying up the, or suppressing the Interception Squad, and the Chaos Heretic Squad does fall back. This Blood Crusher will be an effective squad for time being, and right now his opponent's going for another Interception Squad there. Nope, now going for tier 2. Which does activate there, allowing the Blood Crusher charge forward without using any energy. And actually use the charge ability there, just move faster, I should say. Brother Captain now trying to slice up that Blood Crusher. Actually just trying to slice up the power generator there, and does get fully withdrawn right now. We do now have the Interception Squad or Inquisitor Stormtroopers giving some good damage there on the Chaos Lord. Or for the Arm of the Inferno, giving a mid-range artillery barrage ability. Bloodcrusher makes his advance, designing for some power generators. He queued up something there as well, so he has some sort of upgrade research. It is not anything onto any of these squads. Brother Captain or Chaos Lord charging forward. A lot of these forces are quite damaged, does fall back nice and early. And got multiple points of trying to be recaptured by the Chaos Lord. Instead, the squad does teleport forward, nowhere near enough health to take out the Chaos Lord. You do got more generators now being bashed. Do not have the Rhino being blood field. He's likely to go for the last cannon mount in order to gauge the Blood Crusher. This power generator may get cleaned up by the Interception Squad now. We'll see a bit of damage. And Blood Crusher does claim himself another generator. We got these forces moving forward. We got grenade launchers there as well. Here's a good assault rifle hits there on the Chaos, onto the Brother Captain. And does get forced back to Brother Captain now. With the grenade launcher squad now upgraded, well, to grenade launchers, I think it's a good idea to go for the Mark of Khorne upgrade onto the Chaos Marines to get chain axes. Power node now we're seeing massive damage there. Will be deactivated soon. But now here comes the Blood Crusher to stop them. Let's go forward. He does have access to the grenade to snare the Blood Crusher. And there goes the last generator there. He does spot the Rhino. Last cannon has been completed. He does get a jump stomp forward there. He loses a little bit low in energy. Blood Crusher just trying to back out of the region. Does see some fire there. The last cannon upgrade onto the Rhino is nothing super high damaging to other vehicles. Now they got these Inquisitor Stormtroopers advancing on forward as well. Gets good damage there onto the power generator. Blood Crusher does get some hits there onto the Rhino. The Heretic Squad can push forward, activate Ritual to give them some 10 health per second regen. Rhino can't find an angle there. The turret will not push far enough forward. Chaos Marines charging forward, does get some of those generators now. One generator remains. Blood Crusher now charging away. Oh, he needs to get the ritual going. He needs that Blood Crusher to move faster. He sees another deadly hit there. Alter Regen's being very important for it. It does go down. Does activate the temporary Bloodletter ability. Doing that Blood Crusher is pretty important. Now he's starting to go for some Plague Marines. And he's also now hitting some of these power generators as well. Oh, what the hell? What just happened out here? Okay. The Plague Marine were in the wrong slot. Not sure if anybody saw that, but Plague Marine were in this slot, and this slot was just blank. One more good hits there on the Rhino, one more missile and it's down. It's a squad does teleport forward, knocking back the Plague Marines. Plague Marines trying to make their way forward. Rhino is no longer snared for the missile hits. The extra squad is now receiving massive amounts of fire there. We do not have the internal war upgrade onto the Chaos Marines. It does suppress both his forces with that grenade. The Exception Squad is just receiving lots of fire from the Heretic Squad, which not all models are actually firing. It does get some good damage there. Insect Squad is falling back. Does not lose the Justicar. Now we've got the Purifiers being pulled on out as well. Gotta repair up the Rhino now. And there is the Purifier Squad, which is another heavy melee unit. Getting some Bloodletter squad on the field. With two melee squads on the field, it may be good, like as I mentioned beforehand, go for the Chain Axe upgrade on the Chaos Marines. But now we do got the Combine Flamer upgrade on the Chaos Sword, giving some good range damage as well as a Incendiary ability. Last cannon pushing way forward does get some damage there on the Chaos Marines. You got 2 squads of Crystal Stormtroopers here, both of them upgraded plasma guns. Chaos Marines need to fall back. They're pretty close to being wiped out, but should be able to escape on out of there. It all depends on what this Purifier squad does. Leather is now engaging the Purifiers. Purifiers to cast some sort of ability there. Like Marines moving around, does throw a stun grenade there onto the Heretics. And looks like the Purifiers will win out versus the Bloodletters. Bloodletters need to fall back sooner rather than later. And you also now have the Heretic Squad receiving massive amounts of fire there. Does use the vulnerability ability there. Temporary some more temporary Bloodletters here to help hack apart these forces. Ritual, he lost the entire Chaos Heretic Squad actually. It does take out some of those models there. Soft retreat away. Temporary Bloodletters still turning way forward. Finds more missile hits there on the Rhino. Not rear armor hits there, which is good damage in general. Regular Bloodletters teleporting behind the Rhino, trying to stop it from moving around all too well. Bloodletters are falling back as well. Does of course have the 2 Crystal Stormtroopers here for repairs. Does get another good hit there, but starting against a lot of good repairs there. Plague Mage forward between shots there. But the Galaxy Burn was activated, knocking back those forces, getting some good damage there on those Crystal Stormtroopers. On the missile, find another shot there onto the rear armor, taking out that Rhino. We got another Heretic Squad upon the field. Maybe good idea to just leave it no grenade launcher upgrade for the time being.
Not the victory you promised us.
It's somehow zooming out. How's shadows? Weird.
You are losing us a victory point.
Purifier Squad and Sub Squad now making their way towards the center. You got Ritual here, which does get the Bloodletters some good health regen. Now Interceptor Squad does teleport forward, does force back the Chaos Marines. Plague Chaos Lord now trying to get some good hits there. No generators here, so the Chaos Player has very little energy income. So looks like the Brother Captain has very little requisition at the moment as well. He's about ready. The Chaos Lord could go down back there. He needs to get his special attack there, and does go down now. Bloodletters and Heretic Squad advancing forward, trying to deactivate this point. You could perhaps quickly spawn out some power generators right there. Let's activate another more temporary Bloodletters there. Teleports forward, knocking back the Bloodletters. The temporary Bloodletters are not engaged with that. The Interceptor Squad now being re-upgraded with their Justicar. Power to get wiped on out. Purifiers getting knocked back there. Get the level up there on the Chaos Lord. And now the Purifier Squad's falling back. He could turn around and start hitting that Purifier Squad. Get some good damage there. It does fall back now. Or anticipate now. Brother Captain's now been fully kitted out. We've got the Nemesis Daemon Hammer there. The Bloodletters do use the invulnerability ability there to avoid that attack. Demolishing Strike ability. And we also have the Mantle of Terror, increasing health by 100, energy by 20, energy regen by 0.5, and reduces cooldown by 20%, grants the Blood Rise ability, healing allied infantry by 3 HP per second for 20 seconds and a radius of 25. A good heal over time ability. Does have a Ritual Ward there. Now got the Marcus Cinch upgrade there onto the Chaos Marines. May need to get the Aspiring Champion upgrade onto it still. And he does have the Eternal War upgrade. Hydrogen does go down now. Brother Captain is making his way forward. We're seeing a bit of fire from these forces. Black Marine's doing a good job of holding the line. Does see the demolishing strike ability there, and now got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers making their way forward. Black Marines will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Does get a ritual radius there. Does use the Grasp ability there on the Plague Marines, and good cast there by the Galaxy Burn. Got the Combine Flamer ability being activated as well. Bloodletters making his way forward, time some of these forces there. Both of the Inquisitor Stormtroopers do fall back, as well as the Brother Captain. Black Marines still on the front line there, down only one model, and do have another Blood Crusher being put on the field. Interesting choice. The Purifiers with the Justicar leader can do some good work against it. Purifiers trying to engage the Plague Marines there, but thanks to Ritual, they're able to sprint away a bit more easily. Does get a good special attack there, knocking back the Purifiers. Chaos Marines engaging the Purifiers as well. Good attack there, knocking back the Bloodletters. Bloodletters need to fall back. They use their vulnerability right there. They're about to get wiped out. They fully get wiped out. And now the Purifiers are seeing quite a bit of damage now. Detonate one of the models there. No, that's temporary Bloodletters. And the Purifier squad may get wiped out. One of the Plague Marine models do go down, does wipe the Purifiers. Brother Captain may go down as well. Chaos Lord pushing forward. Maybe use the Galaxy Burn right there. Now here comes a secondary Blood Crusher. Does fall back right there. Great attack there. Getting some great damage there on those Quizor Stormtroopers. The Chaos Marines still have all their health and do now have another Purifier squad being put on the field. Interesting. Oh, he lost the Heretics in that battle as well. And the single Plague Marine is charging forward, trying to destroy some of these power generators. And he's being successful. Oh, the Chaos Lord's down to minimal tickets remaining as well. Oh, here got the Interceptor Squad pushing way forward. At this point, there's still no power generators there. The Chaos Lord is not going to be able to play out much of anything else. Blood Crusher charging forward, does force back the Brother Captain there. Does use the good knockback there as well.
Our power node is in jeopardy.
What's that effect there? Like this blood is radiating. I'm not sure what that's from. Like Marines now pushing around the flank, trying to eye for this other power generator now. Another squad of Bloodletters, and now got Tier 3 being employed on the field. Looks like he did cancel the Purifier squads, going for Tier 3. Voldemort Razorback wouldn't be half bad. Plague Marines lose to get that power generator there. The Plague Marines need to fall back. They're about ready to get wiped out. Melee response there. Multiple hits, melee hits there. Plague Marines down to... Yeah, that's dead. Reminds you of your first mission? What type of mission do you have that you fought? Your first mission involved fighting Plague Marines.
You are losing us a victory point.
Brother Captain now may receive some hits there from the Blood Crusher. Needs some good damage there and does force back the Brother Captain now. But the Galaxy Burn has activated, does cast a little bit far, but does get some good damage there. I wonder as well, one of the rounds went there, the other ones went in front. That's what did it. It was on a hill. It may not look like a hill there, but hills do interrupt, sort of stop those barrages a little bit. Ritual is now being activated there. Both Bloodletters and Blood Crushers now going to go fast. The Central Squad advancing forward. And now they've got the Bloodletters charging forward, trying to engage, and now the Blood Crushers slow. Wait, is that an Orbital Strike? Here comes the Orbital Strike. Blood Crusher's a vehicle, so technically it can walk past through it. Doesn't use a vulnerability ability on the Bloodletters. It doesn't have the energy for it. And the Chaos Heretic squad does stay alive. Bloodletters still have all 4 of the models. That was probably a pretty big waste of an Orbital Strike right there. And now it's going, the Chaos has captured those points now. You got, of course, the 2 Quizzical Stormtroopers as well as the Interception squad here. Interception squad now being upgraded with these side cannons. Let's see now. Allow the squad to be swapped to between side cannons and their Nemesis swords. But the Galaxy Burn has been fired there. The squad teleports forward. And now designed for another teleport forward, really trying to get the Chaos Lord. Multiple good hits there, but the Chaos Lord will skip on out with 80 health remaining. You now have another Blood Crusher being employed on the field. He's going heavy in the Blood Crushers. He's a full Daemon Assault. Gotta make sure that Heretic stays alive for the rituals, get some good health regen for these forces, as well as mobility. Oh, that must have been that battle rights ability there. There's a lot of units here. A lot of knockback and suppression capability from the Quicksilver Stormtroopers. Blood Crushers received some scratch damage there, but now we do got the Voldemort Racer going forward. And we also got the Hunter Killer missile there that was being fired. Blood Crusher gets annihilated. The other one has already been deployed, so couldn't cancel it. Blood Crusher trying to teleport forward. Now we've got the Psykin deployed on the front line. And now these horses, unless it does general purpose damage there. Blood Crusher push way forward, trying to engage these Quicksilver Stormtroopers. Does use some vulnerability there. Blood Crusher now advancing forward. Voldemort Razorback still poses a massive threat there. Temporary Blood is not being deployed on the field. Blood Crusher now seeing massive amounts of fire there. Blood Crusher's about ready to go down to the Voldemort Razorback. It does go down there. Chaos Lord's now captured at this point here. Remember, the Chaos Lord does not have a lot of VPs remaining. And we've got a second Voldemort Razorback from full on field. It's not looking good for the Chaos Lord. Good damage there onto the activated power node. This power node is still captured by his opponent. And now we've got the Chaos Marines on base on board. Does receive a teleport forward. They'll likely need to fall back sooner rather than later. Got the Bloodletters pushing me forward as well, as was a ritual. Voldemort Razorback gains some shots down the Heretics. Nothing here to threaten the Voldemort Razorback. Now we've got another Voldemort Razorback being deployed on the field with another Hunter Killer missile being deployed on the field. Except word missile misspelled. No, why that just seems misspelled. We now have the Brother Captain pushing way forward, gains a good attacks there onto the Bloodletters, knocking back the Plague Marines there. Plague Marines are getting annihilated. Plague Marines have been annihilated. And now the Bloodletters trying to capture this point, and the Chaos Lord does cast in GG. Then he's lost the game. And we do have the Chaos Lord now back out of the game now. This is Andrew saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. While this game's loading, I do need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back, and let's go on to the next replay. Gotta back out to the main menu, wait for music, and then I can play the next replay without the music failing. Let's see, we just did one with him, so let's try to another player. I already did that sort of similar matchup. Here we go. Yeah, that's still more Grey Knights. Let's just mix it up a little bit. A lot of chaos. Here we go. There's two different factions. Also, I did this one last week. Now I'm wondering if I did this one last week. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. So on the south side as the Farseer, we have Sorrentis. On the north side as Lictor Alpha, we have Alfro, Ninja, Mang. You got Termagants, let's see, Termagants to the second Termagon squad? Yep, that's pretty standard. Over here, we got Howling Banshees for the Farseer, and no second Guardian squad. So the Lictor Alpha may get some early field control there. Howling Banshee is, of course, very effective versus other light units. Though there are, of course, a bit of a glass cannon. Lictor Alpha captured some power points there. And this power point is being activated as well. Looks like Lictor Alpha is eyeing for a heavy power base play. He may be eyeing to go for some early warrior broods. Excuse me about that. I've been getting a little bit of hiccups recently.
Support structure complete.
Lictor Alpha grabs the guy who was captured the point, does resume the capture now. That does, of course, instantly kill that Ranger Squad there. The Lictor Alpha is an excellent melee combatant. Does not interrupt the capture there to quickly revert it back, and the Guardian Squad is getting ripped apart.
Generator operational.
Gave a good licking there. We do now have the Farseer and Howling Banshee now pushed way down in the middle. Of course, this is Termagant Squad. Termagant's getting some hits on both the Farseer and the Howling Banshees, and they do decide to run away. A bit too much there for them. Lictor Alpha is camouflaging around, not eyeing to capture the point. He perhaps could have captured that VP there, just to get a little bit going. You now have this power node still activated, or being activated, but no power generators, no synapse generators. You got one Eldar generator, and the Lictor Alpha is being upgraded to feeder tendrils. I really don't know the upgrades on the Lictor Alpha too much. Tyranids are probably the least played faction, I believe. Farseer pushing way forward, trying to engage the Termagant now. And we've got the Lictor Alpha has been upgraded with the feeder tendril. Increases offensive power. Each strike against infantry heals the Lictor Alpha, so it's basically sword of single in. For 1.5 is maximum health with good power melee DPS. Termagants do force back the Farseer. Very, very nice. Over here, do got this point being captured by the Hormagants. And now we do have the Guardsmen and the Howling Banshees over here. Or not Imperial Guardsmen. Guardian Squad. Yeah, it's pretty much the same difference. You now have Rangers upgraded with the Pathfinder gear, firing away against the Hormagants. That's now a little bit more to help out with that. You now have the Guardian Squad receiving some fire there from the Lictor Alpha. We do have the Termagant Squads getting some damage there, and now we do have the Warrior Brood now to go down the field. Guardians fighting away against these forces, but they have to fire a little bit because they're inside a garrison. Howling Banshee upgraded the aspect of fleetness. Most of the time we see the aspect strength, but the fleetness does give more health, as well as some more mobility, while the strength does give a bit more damage, as well as the Archarch get a more of a heavier melee weapon. You got, of course, the Warrior Brood here. They are camouflage detectors, so they're able to see the Rangers a bit better. Which is actually, the Rangers makes a very good sense when fighting against the Lictor Alpha. It helps spot the camouflage, so this Ranger Squad is incredibly important. The Lictor needs to really focus down the Ranger Squad a little bit more. If it gets a wipe on this, then it eliminates its own stealth detection.
Generator operational.
Warrior Brood now eating the power node.
Strategic location spotted.
And this power point has been deactivated as well. The Ranger's going to be deactivating the power point and we'll replace it with an Excel spreadsheet. No power points here. Just boring numbers on a grid. We do now have the Howling Banshees charging forward, trying to engage the Warrior Brood now. Warrior Brood are not retaliating and does not get the point deactivated. When the Warrior Brood does go down as well. Lictor Alpha now pushes his way forward as well. Doesn't like the Lictor Alpha has some sort of like armor upgrade that doesn't increase max health, but it gives him like 5 health regen. What's the Ravener Alpha? We do know how the Howling Banshee is engaging the Termagants. Termagants getting a little bit overwhelmed there. The Termagants are falling back. Does get a grab there on the Farseer. The Farseer has an upgraded armor fortune, which does utilize on top of the Howling Banshees, making them a bit more resilient. All damage. Now the Farseer's at level 2. Lictor Alpha's already at level 2, and now we've got a Ravener Brood.
Taking cover in the wreckage. Moving to the stones.
Adding warp generator.
Lictor Alpha pushes way forward, trying to eat some of these Guardians. Or the Rangers. Does get Connect Burst there, knocking back one of its own Guardians.
this new.
Great Devourer sent atrocities against us.
How it makes you sleep at fire there? No, we do actually have toxic sacks there on one of them. The Termagant scores do a bit of damage there. Hormagaunts charging forth do have the Adrenal Gland upgrade, giving more health by 10% and damage. It also improve their leap attack range. You now have the Lictor Alpha engaging the Farseer there. Does get a good special attack there, knocking her back. As well as getting some good health regen. Ravener Brood engaging in melee as well. The Farseer does have Armor Fortune activated on herself. And the Farseer may go down. There's a lot of forces here trying to eat her. Warbrood does find some shots there. And no grab ability there to try to get some extra damage.
Ever alert.
Ranger side the guard tower does pick off some of these models
One of our
there.
generators is under attack.
And do got actually a lot of extra power generators for the Farseer. One extra power generator deployed on the field. The Lictor Alpha does have his 3 out in the field, but the Farseer is going a little bit greedy. Does get spotted there. He's deactivating the point first, so he may going to try to siphon off some energy now.
We have lost the structure to the enemy.
Not decaptured at the moment. Do got the Guardian Squad over here kept to this point, and he actually did move. No, he didn't have another Guardian Squad. This is all the squads she deployed out now. Now I've got tier 2 being researched for the Farseer, and she has a lot of resources stockpiled up. This one has gone heavy in tier 1 with 5 units in total. So this will give the tier 2 player a lot of good field control there. The Farseer probably needs to go for something a bit heavier. I'm thinking a Falcon would be pretty good. Good special attack there by the Farseer. Doesn't get in the garrison there, trying to avoid the Lictor Alpha.
Ready to serve.
Ever alert.
Our kin watch from above.
One of our generators.
We do now have looks like tier 2 being researched by both for the players now. And the Farseer has enough resources to go straight for tier 3. Is this sort of fast tier 3? Looks like he does lose an entire squad of Howling Banshees there. Farseer does fall back now. And there's the Wraith Lord. Power generator does go down now. These forces could eat some other generators. This one has been claimed by the tier 2 player, so he's siphoning off some power there.
As ever, we
And the Lictor Alpha is falling back. Guardian Squad with 3 members are decapturing this point now. This Wraith Lord would need to do a lot of work. Upgrading the Shuriken Cannon is probably necessary as well. Farseer is seeing quite a bit of damage now. Let's get a good special attack there. Does activate the Armor of the Fortune ability there. Our base health regen is increased by 2.5 as well, and no doubt now have a squad of fire dragons. Do now have the Shuriken cancel off. Shuriken Cannon was actually canceled there. Rippers being put out over here, or Spore Mines.
adding support structure.
There's something. Ah, quick deploy Venom Brood. Very, very nice. Venom Brood does get some damage on the Wraith Lord.
We must save
Got the Fire Dragons here being upgraded to Exarch, Fire Dragon Exarch, which I believe does give him access to the Flamethrower weapon as well, which could be very useful. No, it does not give him the Flamethrower ability yet. It's going to gain the knockback immunity as well, which is very important. Guardian Squad doing a good job capturing some points. This point was not activated, so it'll be easy enough for them to recapture it up now.
From our structures before they fall.
And up here, do got the Ranger Squad capture this point. This point's not being deactivated there. The Venom Brood or Warrior Brood have been upgraded the heavy melee.
We must save the lost ones.
Oh, and there goes all those Rippers. It does get the Flamer upgrade as well.
We serve the craftwork.
Those are those Fire Dragons are fully kitted out. Rangers are not retreating, but soft retreating away. Looks like a Swift of Foot has worn off and received quite a bit of damage now. Wraith Lord is not advancing forward. Does have the shuriken cannon now upgrade as well. And it's still a lot of requisition for the Farseer. Relying on some more power generators over here is probably important, but the point's being reactivated now.
Indubitably. Support structure complete.
What support structure was complete? Looks like a webway gate is being played out right there. Over here, we've got the fire dragons engaging the Hormigons. Hormigons received quite a bit of damage there. Somehow, oh, there's a lot of models going down. Escapes have 2 models remaining.
300 points remaining.
Farseer decaptured this requisition point over here. Got a lot of forces here, a lot of synapses here.
Eminently possible.
Hive Tyrant, or not Hive Tyrant, Electric Alpha being upgraded with the Toxic ability. Grants Toxic Burst ability, dealing 10 DPS around the Electric Alpha, increases the health regen of the Electric Alpha by 10 of a 15 health per second.
The enemy has targeted our structure.
As well as also increase the health by 100. Does that have mean like it's a constant 15 per second, or is it only during the Toxic Burst ability?
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Is that just a constant aura damage over time ability? If that is the case, this looks quite good. That health regen's absurd. Now I got the Archshark being put on the front line. Does knock back some of the Raveners. We do have the Wraith Lord charging forward. Warrior Brood is fully withdrawing. Raveners are fully withdrawing. And we've got the Archshark trying to tie up the Venom Brood up in melee. Wraith Lord still pushing forward, gains some good damage there with the Shuriken Cannon. Venom Brood's getting quite knocked around a little bit. Well, the models do go down as well. We're getting turn around of getting burst off there because that one model was just lagging behind.
Adding support structure.
Got some Rangers now on the high ground. The Farseer is now trying to recapture the central VP. PowerPoint has been recaptured as well. Another webway gate over here. The Electric Alpha does not spot it.
We have 200 points remaining.
Seeing how slow the health regen is, so I guess that 15 health regen per second is only only affects the toxic while the toxic burst ability is active. Because 15 health regen per second will go much faster than that. Rangers now seeing a bit of fire there from these forces. Does make a soft retreat away. There it is. And now we do have the Electric Alpha receiving quite a bit of damage now. Let's get these forces starting base aboard. The Archshark has been upgraded to the Executioner. And now I've got tier 3 for the Farseer now. Iron Guard now being pulled out by the Electric Alpha. Gets good damage there onto the Warrior Brood. And Archshark does jump on in, getting a great knockback there on most of those forces. Fire Dragons have seen quite a bit of damage there. Look, the Archshark there does go down, so it does not have access to Flamer anymore. And Archshark's still in the mix of everything. Warrior Brood trying to tie them up in melee. Going just focusing down the Venom Brood there. Guardian Squad getting blown by the Hormigons, but now the Archshark does fall back now. Farseer is not going to go upgrade if anything additional just yet. Now Farseer is seeing quite a bit of damage right there. Farseer does get knocked back there by the Warrior Brood. And the Hormigons and everything will give chase. Wraithbone is still on the front line. He could be upgraded with Wraithbone when it gets to tier 3.
New units are now available to us.
The Warlock has been well the field. The Guard Squad now has a Warlock. Archshark not being I saw something being upgraded. Yeah, the Wraith Lord's not being upgraded. Wraithbone. Let's get a good knockback there. Ravener Brood does fall back, severely wounded, but stays alive. Does seem to taking out one of the Ravener Broods. Termagant's receiving quite a bit of damage there. Warrior Brood or Venom Brood does fall back there. The Allshock does get knocked back there, activating the shield generator there to use the energy as health. And getting chain knocked back there. She may just want to jump away, but she's out of energy for that. Wraithguard are not Wraithguard, Fire Drakes gets good hits there onto the Tyrant Guard, and the Warrior Brood does fall back as well.
The Tyranid enemy is claiming a victory objective.
Our reinforcements are here. Our reinforcements are here.
We must
Guardian
save the
Squad
Lost
pushing the way
Ones.
forward. Archtark not fully healed at the moment. With the Alpha capturing up to this requisition point. We've got another Webway, some gate up north as well. And it looks like the Alpha does receive a kinetic burst there. Let's grab one of the Ravener or Ranger models there. And there's a Toxic Burst ability there, giving some great health regen. And that Toxic Burst ability there, you can see the constant aura effect there of the damage, but it does wear off right there. Looks like it lasted for about 10 seconds-ish.
The reinforcements are most welcome.
Allshock now charging forward, trying to get some good damage there onto Lictor Alpha. The Lictor Alpha does, of course, have health regen per attack. Fire Drake's now getting on in, receiving just a bit too much damage there. And Lictor Alpha does get special attack there, needs to fall back. And does get wiped out by the Allshock.
We are losing a victory objective.
Iron Guards push way forward, got the Warrior Brood as well. Ravener Brood and Venom Brood are getting some hits there onto the Wraith Lord. Wraith Lord can use Wraith Bone ability to get some 70 or 50 health regen per second for 7 seconds. But it's the disable duration, sort of like the Tyrant Guard's ability. You know how the Fire Prison now being pulled out of the field? It also looks like it does grant some good small amount of health regen for the Wraith Lord itself, so it is something that's not exactly loaded. Wraith Lord now pushing forward, trying to hit that Warrior Brood now. Fire Dragon's see a bit of fire there. Guardian Squad could throw a grenade in the mix. The Ripper Squad needs to be taken out first. Got the Wraith Guard or Fire Dragon's engaging with the Garrison. There's a couple, at least, it's just a one on the side. So that's a great Garrison from the Wraith Guard for the Fire Dragons to fight from. But it's getting good damage there. It does back up Garrison now, and one of those models do go down to the Rangers. Let's get some good hits there. Power Dragoners have gone down. The point has been deactivated. Oh, was that a Fire Prison shot? We do have a Fire Prison now on the field, and a card effect on the build queue as well. Wraith Lord, I think he just used a Wraith Bone ability there, just standing there menacingly, getting repaired on up. But the Wraith Bone ability just wore off, and the Wraith Guard is falling back. The Venom Brood just getting knocked around thanks to the Fire Prison. Venom Brood charging forward, but does trying to go for the kill there onto these forces. See another deadly hit there. Hormogon's pushing way forward, need to focus on the Venom Brood. Charge on forward, and Dodge does scare away these forces. Let's get one of the Venom Brood before they fall back.
We must not lose the day.
Card effects now deployed on the field, currently unupgraded. All needs to go over the Venom Cannon variant, just to engage the Wraith Guard and the Wraith Lord and the Fire Prism.
The Tyranid enemy is claiming a victory objective.
These forces have been healed up. Being redeployed now. Look, the Alpha's just trying to capture some points. Right now, the Farseer does have less VPs than his opponent, but does have a double capture in her favor. Soon to be a single capture. Good shot there. Carnifex still not upgraded. Or being focused down. Carnifex going close to this there, trying to go for the Fire Prism now. Guardian Squad and Ranger Squad does fall back, so does the Ultra Shark. Let's get a good hit there as well. Trying to recapture this point here. The Farseer doesn't have a whole lot of VPs. Gets good shots there. No upgrade on the Carnifex just yet. So armor piercing rounds will be loaded up on the Fire Prism. And now it seems to fire there. The Archer can be upgraded with a fusion gun to help engage the Carnifex. Fire Dragon's getting some good damage there. Good hit there from the Fire Prism as well. Fire Prism going to be tying up the Archer truck up in melee. And we're seeing some more deadly hits there. Fire Dragons do get tied up in melee thanks to the Ravener Brood. And now the Ravener Brood is receiving quite a bit of fire as well. Right forward, not push way forward, not fully repaired, but healed up enough. Archer truck engaging these forces now. The Ravener Brood is about ready to go down as well. Our truck does fall back in time. Good damage there on that Warrior Brood, forcing him back as well. Bolt tree coming out by the Lictor Alpha. Lictor Alpha himself went down in the engagement as well, right there. And now the Venom Brood's falling back as well. Has been going within range, so now asking some increased range damage.
The Prism Cannon is yours to command.
There is the objective, the key to victory.
Adding support structure.
Look, Alpha has been redeployed on the field. The Carnifex is still severely wounded. He may need to keep him back for the time being, just get healed up and repaired. We will soon have a triple capture in favor of the Farseer. The Look Alpha will have to quickly change that. But his generator is now receiving quite a bit of damage now. One generator does go down. Look Alpha trying to tie him up in melee. Does use the Toxic Assist ability there. Sorry, just nailed my microphone. And now the Look Alpha has been upgraded. I'm not sure what that last ability upgrade was, but now it's upgraded the Menacing Visage. That's a Terrify ability which forces the enemy to retreat back to HQ. That is a big, powerful ability there, but the Look Alpha does go down once again. Rangers does get some shots there. These forces try and push way forward. We've seen quite a bit of damage there. We've also got the Flamethrower on the Fire Dragon as well. Fire Prism seems to fire there. It's an extra shot there. One of the Terragon squads just got annihilated. Warrior Brood being knocked on back. Right forward, trying to get some good damage there on the Venom Brood. Venom Brood's not falling back as well. The Fire Prism was far from death, but it was pretty damaged. And some of these power generators are getting hit. Triple captures being maintained against the Lictor Alpha. Do not have a DE weapon cannon. Putting the cannon in the center of the map like this, with the support of a Fire Prism, should do some great artillery fire.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
He's supposed to try and push way forward, trying to stop the requisition points from being captured. Was successful with that. And now we've got the right forward. Does deactivate the point there. All power's been denied, but his opponent has plenty of power for the time being. In fact, has enough red points for a Tyranno formation, so maybe a good idea to go for that sooner rather than later.
It is a fuse alarm.
And now we do have the Ranger squads falling back. Let's use Bioplasma. There has been the Plasma Cannon, or Bio Venom Cannon. It's great damage there. Unable to finish off right there, but there's the D cannon there, getting a good hit there onto the Venom Brood. Warrior Brood or Venom Brood does fall back there. Reinforcements being pulled out over here, trying to repair up the Wraith Lord now. Fire personnel push way forward once again. And it looks like the Look Alpha does cast a GG. GG Re looks like he is asking for a rematch. By the way, I don't have that replay downloaded. This is Android saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. Whoops, I keep on hitting my microphone. Sorry about that. I also need to stretch my legs a moment. I'm getting hit. I think I'm starting to crash from my caffeine from today. Let's see now. Let the replay. There we go. Oh, let's do some 2v2s. Let's just start from the top there. There we go. That hopefully stretching out myself like that will help. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the right side as the I've completely lost my train of thought. As the Warlock, we have Knight IRL. Spawn on the right as his teammate. As the Tech Marine, we have KCM. On the other Tech Marine, we have a foreign name. And as the War Boss, we have a foreign name. We got the Scout Squads engaging. Got the Scout Squad and Tech Marine up here. Over here, boys are pushing way forward with the War Boss now. There is the Warlock in this region. Over here, the Tech Marine is engaging the Tech Marine. Tech Marine does find some cover there. The other Tech Marine's behind some heavy cover as well. Light cover and heavy cover, but the Tech Marine here does fall back. Got Tech Marine squads falling on both sides. But the red Tech Marine here does have a second Scout Squad. Shooters and the War Boss are advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there.
What do you wish of us?
You now got the Guardian Squad getting some damage on the War Boss. Howling Benches are soft retreating away. War Boss now charging forward, trying to tie up the Guardian Squad from melee. They do get inside the garrison behind. One of them, however, does get hacked apart. Got the Tech Marine and Tech Marine advancing down south, but it's not here to support the Guardian Squad there. Guardian Squad could potentially be wiped out. We'll see another melee hit there. Does lose another model, but looks like they took less damage than I expected. And over here we got the Tech Marine and the Tact Marine engaging the Tactical Marine Squad. Scout Squad trying to capture this requisition point here. We've got this Scout Squad here trying to stop them. We got a cast there, getting a good hit there on the shooters. Warlock's now soft retreating away from that cast, after that cast. Now we've got the Warlock, or War Boss now advancing forward. Shooters getting some damage across the line. They are behind some heavy cover as well. And the War Boss destroyed the heavy cover that shooters were trying to use. And these ones are not behind heavy cover as well. Let's get inside the garrison with both squads there. One shooter squad is severely wounded. The Howling Mages do get forced back. Let's get a stomp there. And the Warlock will not be able to deal with the garrison. Do now Guardian Weapon team to come forward. War Boss getting some good engagement there onto these shooters, onto the Guardian Squad. And both boys do get out of the garrison. It's a long retreat path there. The War Boss did not crush this terrain there. And I've got the War Boss now upgraded with a relatively rare upgrade, the Enhanced Custom Shooter, which also gives him a shooting good ability there, which is a pinpoint stun. However, the War Boss needs to fall back sooner rather than later. I do believe he retains his melee damage, so he should still be decent in melee. Does get a stomp there, knocking back the Howling Banshees. Warlock's trying to engage these forces, and the boys are with the Burners are engaging. Got two shotgun squads here hitting these power generators. And up north, we've got this Scout Squad following them back. Multiple power generators on the field. Looks like the blue Tech Marine does pull out 3 squads of scouts, which actually is quite a large number. Trying to go for another power generator there, not focusing down immediately. Shooters not pushing forward, trying to get some good damage there. Tactical Marine Squad on the high ground as well. Looks like Warlock's going for a pair of Guardian weapon teams there, and we've got some big shooters to put on the field. Gets good damage there. Both the Scout Squads are falling back. Now got the Tactical Marine Squad, and well, the Scouts knocking back the Tech Marine. And we've got a Flamer upgraded on the Tactical Marine Squad. One generator is currently up and going. The other one's being focused down. Does take up the Tactical Marine or Tech Marine there. Got Guardians and Shooters, or Guardians and Howling Mages being supported. I'm getting all my words mixed on up. And now I got the War Boss now leveled up.
We shall wield them with honor.
We got the old structure now being garrisoned. Does shot in the face of the Tech Marine. Tactical Marine Squad still inside the garrison. If the Flaming gets raised the Howling Banshees or the Guardian Squad, it would do some good work there. Tech Marine does get inside of the garrison as well, trying to hack apart the garrison. Ooh, Plasma Grenade there. Did some good damage. Needs a full withdrawal. Howling Banshees do full withdrawal as well.
The shots came from that direction.
Adding warp generator.
Got these Scouts pushing forward. Both of them upgraded Sergeants as well. One just missing a model. And now got a Scout Sniper deployed out on the field for Red. Relatively a rare item to see. Over here, the War Boss does get some damage there and does fall back now. War Boss does fall back. Got the shooters here, Burners, or more shooters, and got the Burners here. Got a wave of generators now deployed on the field for Red. They're going highly aggressive in power generators. It's still being built now, so that is very, very aggressive. And now got a Torrential Sentry Gun here, but it's being flanked by a Tactical Marine Squad here. Tech Marine in the region as well, not firing away. He's some damage there on the Scout Squad. Scout Sniper now trying to fire some shots there. Let's see if a knockback there by the Warlock, and both Scout Squads are falling back. Burner's pushing way forward as well. And we do got a Flamethrower now loaded up onto the Tactical Marine Squad inside the garrison. Burner Squad does get suppressed there. Scout Squad maybe trying to eye a Shotgun Blast. It does use the Incendiary ability there from the Immolator upgrade for the Warlock. Howling Banshees is pushing way forward. We do have the Tactical Marine Squad receiving a bit of damage there. Tactical Marine Squad does go down. The War Boss will go over there and pick him up, or you have to use resources for it. I don't think the War Boss is nearby. It's somewhat nearby. It'd be hard to still get him. War Boss does his crystal fire ability there with one of the shooters. Banshees being forced him back. Scout Squad advancing forward with a critical grenade. Here's some Shotgun Blast there. Got these Scouts pushing forward. They eventually will see these power generators there. We'll give them some good power there, or we could try destroying it. War Boss does find a good hit there on the Guardian Weapon team. It does fall back in now. Shotgun Blast now hitting the Scout Squad there. Scout Squad soft turning away. Are these generators always green? Guardian Squad, Guardian Weapon team pushing way forward. The Scout Squad is eyeing to capture the point. We've got the two Shotgun Squads pushing way forward. Tactical Marine Squad here, maybe eyeing to decapture the central point. It looks like they're going to try to capture it for their own devices. Scout Sniper down to one last model there. We'll need to fall back sooner rather than later. Now I've got Tier 3 being researched by the War Boss, as well as his Tech Marine ally. And now this power generator does go knocked out as well. Got some blasts to force back that Tactical Marine Squad. Got a good cast there by the Warlock. Warlock maybe eyeing for another cast there. Yeah, it does use the Immolate ability. A lot of good damage there. Does use the Press Fire ability there onto the Howling Banshees. Still a lot too much force right here. Slug's not trying to forward. Shooters are trying to fire away. Howling Banshees do fall back nice and early. And the Warlock does get some good damage there. The Howling Banshees does keep on out there, but barely. Grenade has been thrown. Multiple grenades have been thrown. Both of them have missed.
Adding support structure. Strategic location spotted.
I've gained their attention.
Scout Sniper not fully reinforced. Does receive a cast there.
For the Crossroad.
And up north, you got this Scout Squad trying to capture this point. How the Scout Squad is trying to say no to them. It's good damage there on the Guardian Squad there. And there goes that Guardian Squad entirely. So now the Warlock has no sorcerer repairs at the moment. He is going for tier 2 now. Oh, got a lot of grenades there. We've got stick bombs deployed on the field. Trying to go set up the head Guardian Weapon team again. Does just custom shooter there, not stunning the primary gun there, and does take out the Guardian Weapon team there thanks to the custom shooter. Now we've got a plasma cannon being deployed on the field as well. Plasma cannon should be very effective.
Are available to join the battle.
Oh, this Tech Marine did lose his Tactical Marine squad. You can see it more farther to the right. Do not have the tier 2 being researched by the Tech Marine, and now we do also have the Fire Dragon squad being deployed on out as well. Tactical Marine squad, we've seen a bit of fire there. A pair of grenades have been thrown. There's some damage there. I got the Howling Banshee there, hacking apart that power generator. Multiple power generators going down. Stick Bomb's not trying to respond to it. Scout Sniper falling back as well. And Plasma Cannon Devastator does fire a miss there. And looks like the Scout Sniper does escape on out there. Next Plasma Cannon Devastator shot does not actually fire there. Looks like stun grenades do come out on those Howling Banshees, but looks like they largely missed. Stick Bomb's trying to engage these Howling Banshees. Looks like the game forced them back. Another wave of powder generators being pulled on out. I've got a squad of Fire Dragons here, and these Orc Generators are still captured. Plasma Cannon Devastator finds a deadly hit there on the Scout Squad, and the rest of them is getting annihilated. He does annihilate that Scout Squad there. Almost received another Plasma Cannon Devastator shot into himself. Let's take out multiple power generators there. The point is not being deactivated as well. Oh, and over here, I did not realize what's going on. Do you know how the War Boss has prepared with the trophy rack? And it was like the Orc forces are falling back as well.
The enemy has destroyed.
It has been deactivated there. Plasma Cannon Devastator firing a shot over here. Oh, it gets a direct hit on his buddy's stick bombs. Fire Dragons upgrade the X-Arc leader. No, the Dragon skill immunity, so no knockback in immunity there, and seizure warning.
They dance, the warriors dance now.
And now the Fire Squad, Dragon Squad is falling back. Got these Tactical Marine Squads advancing forward, being upgraded plasma guns, and we've got the Dreadnought being pulled out as well for the Tech Marine. Does get a snipe shot there from the Tech Marine's Mastercraft Bolter. Gets a direct hit there on the Scout's shotgun as well. The Tech Marine also been upgraded to Singham armor. Then Infection Fire shot there. This Tech Marine does go down. And this Plasma Cannon Devastator does receive a grenade there. Almost gets annihilated by it. Fallen shots made, taken out. It says another model there. And that one will escape out as little as 6 health. That Dreadnought now pushing its way forward. We do got this Scout Sniper gain some shots in as well. And we do got 2 stick bombers now deployed on the field. Those are all a pair of frag grenades there. Scout Sniper does avoid them. Why are there 2 stick bombs? Got 2 stick bombers. As well as a Falcon now being deployed on the field. Remember as well, he does not have near source of repairs other than from his teammate. War Boss now turning forward, trying to get some good hits there onto this Fire Dragon squad. Got some Fire Dragon squad now deployed on the field. Now the War Boss is seeing a bit of damage there. War Boss is now falling back. Got the shooters advance forward with some stick bombers.
Our howling banshees have howled their last.
We can hear you.
Scouts pushing away forward here. We do have the Tactical Marine Squad trying to recapture this power generator. And now the Hound is charging up forward. Grenade there. Just gonna hit there onto the Tactical Marine Squad. Tactical Marine Squad make it wiped on out. Get some good damage there. Dreadnought getting some good damage as well. Tactical Marine Squad will escape on out with at least 60 health remaining. And now this Dreadnought seeing Elias can fire from the heavy cannon Devastator. You now have a tank buster here getting directed there on the Falcon, almost taking him out. And go for some follow-up shots there. Warlock does take out the stick bomb there. The tank buster Howard does take out the Falcon as well. The stick bomb squad's falling back as well. And goes person there onto the Warlock now. Warlock himself may go down. The Warboss is going for his own smash. Tank buster barrage right there. Rolls a miss, however. Power generators does get some good damage there on these power generators. Looks like all those power generators do go down. And these points are now captured up by nobody, but Blue's going to be recapturing them up. Alimation not being pushed on the front line. A deadly hit there onto the fire generators there. No knockback immunity on them. Scout Sniper could finish them off. Nope, does fall back. And the Halimages do force back to the Plasma Cannon Devastator. The may get him wiped out, does wipe him out there.
Our scream was the last they ever heard. So they resist us. Say what is needed.
As it was foreseen.
Another fire truck squad being pulled out by the Warlock. All players still on tier 2. We got the Halimages hacking part of this power generator.
So they resist us.
Now the Scout Squad's pushing forward. Halimages see a bit of fire there. Tactical Marine Squad soft stream away. This second Marine has currently no upgrades. Warboss has the same upgrades. So does the Warlock. But now the Warlock's going for the Cloak of Shadows. I believe it allows you to cloak up a nearby unit. This second Marine will get annihilated.
Adding support structure.
English is pushing way forward. Got a lot of forces here. The Warboss now charging forward, trying to get some good damage on it. Now the Slug's trying to tie up these forces as well. These forces do fall all back.
Our allied soldiers died.
Ooh, and that was a different weapon there. Now, that is actually Witchblade Koronos, which does give them that ability there. As also got the Cloaking Shadows. Yep, infiltrates, reduces their damage, as well as increases max health and energy regen and max energy. Tactical Marine Squad now seeing a bit of fire there. The Scout Sniper does find a shot there onto the Warlock. There's fire into the cast there, and the Scout Sniper will likely get overwhelmed. Does fall back in time. Now got tier 3 being researched by both by the Tech Marine and by the Warboss. Down south, we've got stick bombers pushing way forward. Tank buster can fire their barrage. Does lose one of the stick bombers. And they are falling back now. Tank buster making it off pretty well. The Warboss now charging forward. A lot of these fire dragons there. Got Tank buster now being forced on back. Does get a decent cast there. And the Warboss is forced back both the fire dragons, and all these forces are falling back for the Warlock.
Strategic locations. An ally has secured a power node.
Stick bombers does get some good damage there.
Adding support structure. We are losing a requisition. Enemy soldiers approach. It shall be done.
Let's get a snipe shot there on the Warboss, suppressing him. Warboss is nearly down, so he does fall back there. The Signum Armor does grant him access to a marked target ability. You've now got a squad of tank busters and shooters pushing forward. Let's get suppress fire there on one of those squads there. Burning squad trying to advance. Got the mortar squad raining on in. Getting some great damage there, as well as knockback. Scout Squad streaming on in, Howling Banshees and the Warlocks charging in as well. This player's just getting way overwhelmed.
The sky to safety, Banshees.
Now we do have an Orbital Strike being put on field. A very, very nasty Orbital Strike there. I think this shooter squad will be annihilated. This other one will make it annihilated as well. Nope, the Nob does survive there. And Nob, this one does get pushed on forward, but does have the squad still alive. Nope, he does lose that shooter squad there. As far as our currently getting suppressed as well.
We shall capture
The War Boss has a bit of requisition to work around with. His teammates also gone for tier 3. Not a lot of resources to work around with him though. Good attack there. Tech Marine squad receiving a bit of fire from the Fire Dragons. And this Scout squad or Tech Marine squad is being forced on back.
In haste. Our howling banshees have howled their last.
Alright, grenades there. Could have been stick bombs. But here, Scout squads. Ooh! Scout snipers getting annihilated. Here, more grenade hits. I have no idea where they're being thrown at.
From here, we may control the flow of battle.
Adding warp generator. The foe seeks to
Over here, the
deprive
Burden
us of
squad
vital
does get forced on back to these forces.
One of our generators is under attack.
It may have been tick busts, not stick bombs. I'll find this barrage there. He put hits there on these generators that he actually built himself.
Prepare to use your systems.
Tactical Marine Squad and Tactical Marine Squad advancing on forward. We do, of course, have one upgraded plasma guns. Both of them upgraded plasma guns. We got now the Howling Base pushing forward, being upgraded with the X-Arc leader. Right time these forces up in melee. Now we do got the War Boss being forcing back. We now got another Orbital Strike being pulled out on the field. He must have had so many red points if he gets 2 Orbital Strikes pulled out on the field like that. Wait. Or was that his teammate's Orbital Strike there? That had to been Blue's Orbital Strike again.
Moving to cover.
We got multiple commando squads being put on field. This Tech Marine does not have a whole lot on the field at the moment. He needs to go perhaps for Terminators at this point in time. Tech Marine does go down now. We do now have a Predator tank being pulled out on the field for the Tech Marine. Both War Boss and the Tech Marine are down. War Boss or Commando Squad trying to get some good hits there. Does force back the Warlock. A lot of forces trying to push it forward. This one has been active, is still active for red.
We have domain.
Burn Squad does fall back now. Scout Squads do throw some grenades on the high ground. Doesn't get any knockbacks there. One Scout Models went flying off the distance there. Good knockback, suppressive fire barrage there from the Commando Squad. One the Shooter Squad does fall back. Tank Buster Squad does fall back. That's not Tank Busters. He lost the Tank Busters as well, as with the other Stick Bombers. Tactical Marine Squad trying to burn these forces now. We've got the Predator tank now up on the field. Only thing he needs to upgrade was extra armor. Gets good damage there. Got the Circus Cross pushing forward against good damage there on the Tactical Marine Squads.
Strategic location spotted. Our camouflage.
Ranger Squad camouflaging around. We do got,
The enemy has 100
let's see,
points
what
remaining.
red points do we see? The Blue Tech Marines almost at max out red points again for another orbital strike.
We are losing a victory objective.
Got the Scout Squad knocking back the Slugger Squad there. Of course, these Fire Dragons do have knockback immunity, so the Commando Squads can't knock them back. We do have the Predator Squad, Predator trying to engage his forces. Of course, the 2 Fire Dragons there getting great falling to the rear armor there. Witchblade Coronos gets a good hit there. Predator Tank's just trying to solve freedom back. Shooter Squad capturing the VP. And this VP will likely be decaptured as well. Marines charging forward, no upgrades onto him. Webway Gate does go down there. I think that's all truck being put on the field. Oh no, that's a warp throw ability there. Tech Marine may go down again. Where's the damn War Boss? The War Boss is down right there, so it could be recovered by the Tech Marine. Operation now trying to chop up that Predator tank there. Does fall back away from the Commando squads. Now the Howling Mission squad does fall back now. You got these fire dragons pushing me forward, trying to get some good engagements.
We will stand support structure.
And there's Tactical Marine squads trying to stop this power point from being activated. Over here, the Shooter squad is trying to capture this requisition point. These fire dragons are currently camouflaged.
What do you require?
No longer camouflaged. And I've got the webway assembly push way forward as well. Loaded. Wait. Did the Space Marine Tech Marines force just come out the webway gate? Apparently. Good to see do now the Rangers gain some good damage. I hear the Predator tank gains pace there onto the Lascan Devastator. Lascan Devastator trying to set up on melee range. And now I've got a Land Raider Demon being put on the field for the other Tech Marine. That Tech got rocks raining on in. Annihilates his own forces right there. The other Tech Marine does down to 2 scouts and 1 Tactical Marine squad. Did lose that Devastator there. Warp Throw does get cast. Predator tank still some health there. Global upgrades have been activated. You could be upgraded the last game. We see the Land Raider Redeemer. Now these fire dragons try and push forward and get some good damage there onto the Land Raider. He also can still be repaired up by the Tech Marine himself. Howling Mission squad seems to fire there. Speaking of which, the Tech Marine does go down right there. War Boss is still on the field. Does shout and sort of miss the Shooter squad there. Shooter squad and the Banshees get knocked down by the Commando squad. I've got the Scout squad moving forward. Not a lot of health on the Predator tank at the moment. Does get a nice hit there. And there goes the Predator tank there. The Scout squad not falling back. We've seen a bit of fire there. Does get knocked down out. And we've got the Tech Marine being knocked down as well.
The foe approaches our holdings.
The Tech Marine is down to 1 Scout squad. You got another Tactical Marine squad being pulled out on the field by the other Tech Marine. Seer Council was cancelled, going for the D cannon. Now Land Raider Redeemer is now, the Land Raider Redeemer is not pushing forward. He does have 2 gigantic flamethrowers there. Got another orbital strike being pulled on out by trying to go for retreat stuff. That's not a retreat back to the Orc forces. There's actually a grenade launcher ability there. The Orc force is now starting to fall back. It should be safe from the orbital strike. It was not on this retreat path there. Raiders getting some shots there as well. These forces are falling back. Red is down to 41 tickets. Blue has a little less than 200. War Boss now trying to pick up the Tech Marine. And the Land Raider is still pushing way forward. Not any anti-vehicle here. Though the Commando squads do have a pair of missile launchers from the Nob leader. That's about it. War Boss needs the Power Claw research. Looks like does not have the Power Claw being researched at the moment. But it's there. Commando squads are both firing away against the Land Raider. This Land Force still seems to fire there. Marco Man hits there with the Nob leader over here, forcing back the Tactical Marine squads. Land Raider Redeemer may actually go down. He's not paying attention. He does lose the Land Raider Redeemer, not really accomplishing all too much. Needs some reinforcements there. The Orc has plenty of reposition for that. Needs a little bit more power. His teammate has 2 Tactical Marine squads there. He could upgrade the newer one to Stern Guard veterans. War Boss. Wait. The War Boss just reinforce these squads? What does the War Boss have to make them reinforce squads? I'm not sure what that actually calls that ability there. Warp Throw has been activated, does grab some of the force there, and now there's the Eldritch Storm. He does do a nice split there. No, that's Decan, not the Eldritch Storm. Decan's on the high ground, trying to fire some shots there. May find another shot over here, but does not just get another shot there, though the Tech Marine does try to go for a trench deception gun, unsuccessful. The command squad being put out by the War Boss now. Tech Marine is still up and live. The trench deception gun needs to be cancelled. Tech Marine is now fully withdrawing. Fire do fall back now. Tech Marine squad is advancing through the high ground, and the War Boss does clear up the high ground as well. Now the base is still in the region there, getting good damage from the shooters. And on the Commando Squad. The Commando Squad needs to fall back, and the Howling Bitches fully get wiped out. You now have another Land Raider being pulled on the field, as well as a Plasma Cannon by the other Tech Marine. Both of blue players have a lot of requisition. I think blue's eyeing, the Warlock's eyeing for a Avatar War.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy. An ally has gained control of a victory point.
This Tech Marine has been upgraded with a Melta gun. The other Tech Marine is still unupgraded. The War Boss needs to cast some armor out. Probably be a good idea to go for Eddie armor. Even just spiky bits won't hurt, because that gives a small amount of health and health regen. War Boss does fall back there. Tech Marine squad's pushing forward. And another cannon shot there. Those forces push on forward. We got the fire drinkers getting some good damage onto the Tech Marine. Now the War Boss. War Boss is down quite a bit of health. Level 8 Warlock on the field. Level 8 Tech Marine. 6 Tech Marine. Level 8 War Boss there. Good decannon shot there onto the shooters. And there's a lot of fire drinkers there. Good wounded. There's maybe a Plasma Cannon Devastator. Yeah, Plasma Cannon Devastator right put up there. Another one being put out over here. The shooter squad needs to fall back. Red team needs to make sure nothing goes down. Decannon does fall back as well. Red team just has to make sure they don't get any capture against them. They only have 16 tickets remaining. Now got another Land Raider on the field. The Plasma Cannon Devastator now seeing a bit of fire as well. War Boss trying to forward as well. I'm not sure what ability that was, but he does get forward reinforcements there. Plasma Cannon Devastator firing a shot off there. Gets a good hit. He's supposed to fall back. The Orcs now in full retreat. Plasma Cannon Devastator is trying to hold the line. Got the Scout Squad being forced back. The Central VP is still secured up by red. No player has enough red points for a nuke, but red Tech Marine is pretty close. But blue and both the blue players have a good amount of red points as well. You now got the Avatar War being put out by the Warlock player. And once again, Land Raider proceeds to push way forward in this region. Commando Squad's getting some damage there. This one's not upgraded to Knob Leader at the moment. War Boss now gains as well. Good damage there. We got the Tech Marine retreating back to the Land Raider. Trying to pair it up with combat, maybe. Maybe use the red post help to get the global repairs active. War Boss needs to start hitting that Tech Marine. He is knocking it back with the special attacks, that's for sure. Over here, got the Tech Marine over here trying to hold the line. Tactical Marine Squad is even bit damage there. Tech Marine's falling back. Plasma Cannon Devastator trying to find a flanking shot. There is the Wishbone Chronos ability. It does fire a shot there, getting good knockback through the cover. And now the Plasma Cannon Devastator needs to fall back. Land Raider Crusader being paired up by Scout Squads there. Very, very wounded. War Boss is down all forces. Red just used a lot of, the Red Tech Marine has used a lot of, red points there. Could have been an Orbital Strike here that missed. The Warlock is has enough red points for a nuke as well. Oh, there's a nuke. He should have. Over here would have been a bit too close. It looks like the war boss is down and out of the game. There's no energy coming to pull out on heavy units, so you can only pull out shooters and sluggers.
Let the power of the Eldar wipe our enemies away.
It looks like the other Techmarines are sort of sitting there as well. No, there's Eldritch Storm onto his teammate's Land Raider. I think the Warboss should have been upgraded anti-vehicle melee a long time ago. The Power Claw just to engage the various heavy assets they've been fighting against. And that's going to be the end of the replay. You can see they're counting down quite quickly now. This is Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So, honestly, I'm getting really tired right now. I may have to call the stream early tonight. I just didn't get much sleep last night, so everyone, my apologies. I have to end the stream early today. So everyone, thank you for watching. Get some good rest. Get